Like my mom was like, "What are you doing, Sunny? What are you doing with your laptop?" I was like, "Oh, he wants to see me sleeping." Hi, I'm Sunny. 저는 한국에서 왔고요. 서울에서 자라고 서울에서 커서 지금 미국에 와 있습니다. 안녕하세요.
Hi, I'm Josiah. I was born and raised in Maryland. Yeah. Today we'll be answering the question, what it's like to be dating cross-culturally.
I ordered poke. Actually, this is my first time to eat poke. Yeah.
Yeah, we're having an Americanized Japanese food. I'm having ramen. It's like a tonkotsu.
We started our relationship in 2017 and we got married 2019. So we've been dating for
2.5 years before we got married.
And it was long distance for a whole time.
And then we were long distance for about half a year after we got married because we were waiting for like visa stuff.
Wait, should I pour this first?
Maybe a little bit, I don't know.
I'm not used to eating this. I mean, my first time, so I'm not sure how.
I mean, it's like the bottom is rice, the top is veggies and fish. So
okay.
So it's like make your own sushi, I guess.
Oh, I see. So eat it together. Okay. Actually, I don't know how to call this, but I like this. 맛있어. Good.
I guess I'll have some too. Oh. That's good. So actually, we worked at the same church.
In Japan.
Important.
I wanted to commit my youth to God, like just for 1 year. So I volunteered to go to Japan as a short-term missionary.
I had gone to Japan like for a vacation. And then before we went to the vacation, they asked us if we could organize and lead a VBS in Japan for one of the churches there. So I went there, I worked there teaching like an English camp for a week. One of the missionaries there invited me to work there short term. So I quit my job and I went to work there for a couple months. So she was there working pretty much as like a full-time teacher slash like church worker, like slash missionary.
It was really small
cleaning
church,
staff. And she stayed with one of the church members, like a homestay, and they got along really well. And then when she went home and I went there, I got along really well with the same lady. She kept like hyping us up to each other. So she added me on Instagram, and I was like, oh, this is the missionary before me. I remember looking at her picture, I was like, oh, she's cute. And
I was cute.
I wanted to be able to talk to someone because I felt like not many people had the same experience. And they told me like her English was really good. So I DM'd her. Yeah,
he DM'd me first. That's the important fact.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how we like kind of started our conversation.
Yeah, and then we talked a lot, and then I got a text from her at like 1:30, 1 a.m. or something like that. And it was like in all caps, like, I got tickets. I was like, what? What does that even mean?
So back then, I didn't work with him.
We never met in person.
Yeah, we never met in person. I was already in Korea. So yeah, I bought a ticket to see him, and it was like my boss's birthday. So I wanted to...
story. It was slick.
I wanted to congratulate her, like have a party, and I was very curious about him. So yeah. The first time that I saw him, he was talking to like old ladies because they have like a cooking class or something.
I was teaching a class on how to cook.
Yes.
I had no idea how to cook. Like I didn't know how to cook at all. I made like burgers at home.
And they liked it a lot. The Japanese.
Yeah, so I made like American cheeseburgers because they thought hamburger is like meatloaf. Like when Japanese say like hamburger, it's like meatloaf.
Yeah.
With like rice. So I was like, I'll make some hamburgers for the kids.
And I saw that.
They like the food, so they made me teach cooking class like once a week.
Like people really liked him. Like, you know, church people really liked him and kids really liked him. So I thought, oh, he is a very nice person. And we talked a lot. And I think, oh, maybe I like this person.
We were long distance. So I was in Maryland and she was in Seoul.
Seoul in
sorry.
Korea.
Yeah.
City, I'm a city girl.
Yeah. She's a city girl. And I was really clingy. I just wanted to be on video camera with her all the time. 24
hours. Even when I was sleeping.
Okay, to be fair though, I just wanted to see if we could do it.
Like my mom was like, "What are you doing, Sunny? What are you doing with your laptop?" I was like, "Oh, he wants to see me sleeping."
I wanted to see the number on the screen hit 24 hours. Like that was.
We did for sure. We did. Yeah.
I think we went into the relationship very much with the mentality, like both of us were with the mentality of like, hey, if you're not feeling it, just end it, because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I went into the relationship with like this very strong sense of self-boundaries where I'm not yours until we're married and you're not mine until we're married.
It sounds kind of cold, but he really did his best. Like at one point I was like, oh, maybe this is not like long distance relationship is not my thing. And I was very like, oh, maybe I will just break up with him. That's what I thought. But he constantly like texted me and he was trying to like make things better. Like, oh, what do you want? Like, how can we make it work? Or like, how do you think is it gonna be easier for me? Like things like that.
I think language is a big one. Just in terms of how things are expressed. It's funny because like in Korea, she's considered like really like straightforward, like a different breed of woman. And over here, I'm just like, you gotta tell me what you want. Like I don't know if you don't tell me. And she's like, I'm really straightforward in Korea. I'm like, not in America.
Like when we first met, like he was very frustrated with my 애교.
Oh.
It's like kind of acting cute, like
I'm still like
자기야, you know, like a little bit of like tone and like, you know, like, I never see like Americans do it, but I am kind of like 애교 girl. I'm like a queen of 애교. So he was very frustrated with it, and I was frustrated. Yeah, because it's very normal for me, like saying like kind of acting cute and like little things, but he was like, why do you have to act like that? You know, like he's being upset, and I was like, it is me, you know?
I think it still takes energy sometimes to like reciprocate, because it's just really not me. Like,
yeah, like being whiny a little. So, but now he's like kind of very like, I think he's used to it now.
Yeah, and I try to like reciprocate.
The reason why I liked him a lot was because he didn't pretend at all. Like he expressed his feelings or like how he thinks. In Korea, or maybe it's Asian things, but like guys try to do everything for you when you first dating. Like, oh, I will buy this. I will, you know, like pick you up there. Like, but he never did it. Like, oh, that's not my thing. I'm sorry. I'm not that kind of person. He was not this sweet.
Yeah, I get this question asked to me all the time. People are like, when did you know she was the one?
We didn't.
We didn't.
Oh, we didn't?
No, we didn't know.
Yeah.
We just decided to commit. And I think that is a huge part of what love is the willingness to commit. And she's just a really loving person. She's very affectionate. A big part of my life I spent looking for affirmation. So I think while I'm still, you know, working on like not really focusing on affirmation too much, it was very nice to have someone like in your corner that's willing to back you up even though you're not feeling so hot sometimes.
I was looking for a kind of secure place or like secure place to belong to. He seems very like confident for everything. Like even though he didn't have his own job, I just trusted him, and he got a job afterwards, but
I got a really good job.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Even when he didn't have a job, I just thought, oh, he's gonna take a responsibility. Like he's a family oriented, and he's a good man. Yeah, so yeah, oh, maybe he's the one.
Yeah, the guy, I was gonna say government. like, you know.
Oh, it took so long.
The immigration office was severely understaffed. Also with like constantly changing policies. It was like a very tumultuous time, I think, for international relations. Definitely think that it was really messy. Paperwork was lost when we mailed it in. You know, we just ended up hiring a lawyer because we just got so tired of like dealing. So we were like, you know what, we just hire a lawyer. So we hired an immigration lawyer, and they just double checked everything and constantly asked us for this or that, and it went through. So, you know, money well spent. God has definitely used this relationship to help me grow. The biggest thing about her that I really liked was that she was fully committed to following God. For me, that's really encouraging to have someone that has the same mindset, that has the same priorities. Like when we have disagreements, we can go back to the Bible.
Like the fact that we met and we got married is a miracle. That's how I think.
Yeah, it's pretty miraculous.
Yeah, it's like from God. If it's not God, we don't have any explanation, you know? That's why I can commit to him. Like, you know, I am in the States and I miss my like country and my family, and I really want to run away from him sometimes, you know, but I believe that God has a plan for us, not for just me. And
getting to meet her family. I think I like her family a lot, and it's interesting to learn about Korean culture by being with her family. It's also nice that, like, you know, if we go to Korea, we have a free place to stay.
It sounds so cheap.
It sounds so cheap, but like, hey, we're the generation where inflation goes up, but our income does not. So we take the wins where we can take them.
Yeah, that's true. So Koreans really want to be good at English, and I have my private tutor here. So, I mean, that's really, good benefit for me, right? And
is that a real benefit?
Yeah.
Before I got married, a lot of non-Christian friends, especially like older people, were like, "Oh no, you're losing your freedom, blah 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 blah." I'm like, I'm enjoying it a lot. Like I feel like every day I am more comfortable with it,
Aww.
more in love with her, and just more like happy. I'm still learning. There's so much to learn about her. It gets smoother. I learn to be more patient. She learns to be more patient. So we're trying. And I don't know. What about you? What do you have any thoughts?
It's really difficult, I think. Like marriage, like you don't know your spouse forever. I think you can't, but I think it's worth it. And like I can't do it by myself. I really need God's help. And through this time, I can see myself how selfish I am and how like bad person I am, how sinful I am. Like everyone says that, but I didn't understand why they're saying it, but now I understand, and still I think it's worth it.